Welcome to rigorous training in longitudinal data science. Radiance. Welcome to this Radiance presentation on questions, data, and research methods. This session covers the types of questions that are asked in biomedical and social science, the types of data and analysis that would help in addressing these questions, and the importance of identifying the data and the analytical approach relevant for the specific question. There are many questions we may wish to investigate. For example, how many health and care workers died during the COVID-19 pandemic? Or what is the expected cancer incidence and mortality up to 2035? Or does higher educational attainment lead to higher salaries? Let's see in more detail how each one of them is addressed using health data. We start with how many health and care workers died during the COVID-19 pandemic. In October 2021, data were used on occupation, mortality, and infection rates from 119 countries reported to the World Health Organization's COVID-19 surveillance database. Based on these data, 6,633 COVID-19 deaths occurred among healthcare workers. Now we turn to the second question of the expected cancer incidence and mortality up to 2035. Smitana and colleagues published an article in 2016 in the British Journal of Cancer where they used UK data on sex-specific incidence and mortality of 26 cancer sites from 1979 to 2014 to predict cancer incidence rates up to 2035. They estimated that cancer rates will decrease by 0.03% in males and increase by 0.11% in females yearly between 2015 and 2035, with breast and prostate cancers to be the most common cancers among females and males, respectively, in 2035. Lastly, let's look at the final question on whether higher educational attainment leads to higher salaries. In 2018, James Heckman, the Nobel Prize winner in economic sciences in 2000, and colleagues reviewed approaches to study whether higher education leads to greater earnings. They used data from the National Longitudinal Study of Youth, which is a study of American youths born between 1957 and 1964. Their data included follow-up information on these participants from 1979 to 2018. Answering this question is complex, because decisions about education are dynamic, and both education and earnings depend on ability. They used dynamic causal inference models to quantify the effect of education on earnings. Ability influences both achieved education and earnings, and decisions about education are taken at different stages. They found that ability contributes substantially, but not completely, to the observed advantages of education. In each of these examples, relevant data were acquired. For the first question on how many health and care workers died during COVID-19, the authors used national statistics on mortality, occupation, and infection. To answer the second question on the expected cancer incidence and mortality up to 2035, the authors used cancer registry data linked to mortality records. And for the third question, does higher educational attainment lead to higher salaries? The authors used a cohort of young people followed prospectively from 1979 to 2018. These questions have different emphasis and therefore different analyses. In the first, the emphasis is descriptive, and the analysis is a summary of values derived from different data sources. In the second, the emphasis is predictive, and the analysis is a prediction model. And in the third, the emphasis is explanatory, and the analysis leads to the estimation of causal effects. In this session, we have seen that different questions lead to different choices in terms of data and analysis. To proceed with an investigation, it is crucial to clearly formulate the research question, identify the relevant good quality data, and plan the statistical analysis for the chosen question. Thank you for watching. For more information, visit our website www.radiance.org.uk.